Alright, what's going on, everybody? It is Alan Thomas, aka Shad Assassins, and I'm doing this video today talking about a particular topic that, I don't know, was very interesting to me. I saw it online, and that was, I've been doing a lot of reading of Scott McCloud's book, Making Comics. I do that periodically from time to time just to pick up on stuff that I didn't really notice all the other times that I've read the book and to learn new things. I honestly can't read that book enough. And I keep learning new things each time I sort of look through it. Maybe get to that another time. But in reading that, it got me thinking a lot about my next webcomic that I'll be working on after I finish this one. Which, full disclosure, I've given up on trying to wait until I finish this comic to start working on my next one. I kind of can't at this point. I'm not going to go too overboard working on the new comic before I finish this, but certain story ideas and planning and stuff like that, like I can't shut my brain off from ideas for my new comic, and I'm not trying to keep too much stuff contained in my mind, so I've just gone ahead and started sort of typing up little stuff about the script and the story and whatnot. Like I'm no longer trying to just wait until the comic is finished to sort of start doing that. I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice trying not to think about that, or not to think about that comic, but not to like actually start going ahead and doing the script and all sorts of stuff like that. Like I just need to go ahead and work on it at some point. But in going online and just looking up little stuff about comics, I saw something on a forum of, I don't know if it was like a Reddit or something, where people were asking how many chapters should my graphic novel be, or how many chapters are in a graphic novel. And I sort of read it and my mind went, in theory, it could be anything, right? And whoever answered the question sort of like lashed out at the people asking the question in the forums. Basically, why are you even asking a question like that when you can do, like, it doesn't matter what typically gets done in a comic book because you have the ability to do whatever you want. And that no comic book is going to be flawless anyways, including yours, so just do what you feel like is right for the story. And he's not wrong, though at the same time, I do get you sort of wanting to look at what's the norm so you can get an idea of what to do with your own story, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter, just do what you want. Like, that whole interaction was just absolutely hilarious to me. It's so interesting because on occasion I find myself doing little stupid stuff like that too when it comes to like making comics, where you start asking yourself questions on like how do certain things get done or how do you do a certain thing, and then you have to remind yourself like it's your story, you can do this in any way that you want to. That was sort of the hole that I pigeonholed myself in. Well, yeah, I think I said that right. The hole that I pigeonholed myself in when I worked on Shad Assassins years ago was that I didn't even know what I wanted that to be. Like in my mind, I initially had the idea to do a manga because just I love that Japanese art style. And that was sort of my dream anyways. Like that's what got me wanting to make comics for a living and as a thing, was sort of looking at or reading mangas as a kid. Like reading Dragon Ball was like mind-blowing as a child, especially knowing that I could read the things that I saw on television. Like with American comic books, the comics are normally not the things that you saw on television, but like reading the manga of Dragon Ball Z, I was almost able in my mind to even hear the music and whatnot from like the introduction and the episodes and whatnot as I was reading it. It was an amazing feeling. But because I was so influenced by that, I thought to myself that my comic should have been in that style rather than doing it however I wanted to do it. And as a result, that style was sort of all over the place. Uppercut style is kind of taking a lot of different forms over the life of me working on it, but it still looks the same. It has the same feel. The way things are drawn for the most part, wow, I need to fix that, are the same, but it's still sort of changed just because my art had changed and improved in a lot of ways over time with me doing the comic. With Shad Assassins, though, my comic improved, changed, got worse, improved again. Like my artwork was all over the place. because I didn't really have a plan going in, and I didn't really decide to do what I wanted to do, whatever that may have been at the time when I made the comic. And I didn't really think about what I wanted to do, which why Shadow Assassins didn't have a particular look when I started could be an entirely different video in and of itself. And actually it will be one day, because I don't want people to make the same mistake that I made at the very beginning of that comic. But yeah, just reading through those forums and reading just people ask what they should and should not be doing with their comic. But that was just a little discussion that I wanted to have today. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of reading of different sort of writing and comic related materials. And like I said, I just happened to be online, and I think I was looking up the average manga chapters for Dragon Ball Z, because I want to go back and sort of read the Dragon Ball manga. Don't ask me why, but I want to go back and read the Dragon Ball manga. And in me doing a search online looking for, and I hate that Google does this, by the way, but me doing a search online for the chapter links of the average Dragon Ball manga, I got a post that asked the question of how long should my manga chapters be, and I was curious as to what the response was. And like I said, I saw what I saw. In any event, I'm going to continue finishing this page. Chapter 6 is actually coming along nicely so far. And I seriously need to update my webtoons, which, by the way, my comic Infinite Uppercut just came out with an update on Tapas and Webtoon today. So the link should be in the description. Also, keep an eye out, because I should have my new webcomics on Gumroad tomorrow. So now, what time tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'm aiming for midnight, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm going to do the absolute best that I can to make sure that that's out. But hopefully I will have an update tomorrow to let you guys know that I have the new chapters available in ebooks, or at least as PDFs, on Gumroad tomorrow if you wanted to buy one. Like I say, they're usually going to be $1. But yeah, that'll be up. And as I said, I have updates of the comic on Webtoon and Tapas today. So if you just want to go ahead and read those for free, you always can. But in any event, I'm going to go ahead and finish working on this. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And you all have a good one. And I'm out.